Hi guys. So there are so many things that I wanted to talk to you, and because you people keep such a faith in me, so I always want you to address, and each and every message that you send me always means a lot, and that's why I want to answer it personally. But many a times, due to certain circumstances, I'm not able to answer. So I thought making one video so that I can address the problems and the concerns that are shared by maximum of the students. We can talk about it. Now the first important thing is that how to avoid the negativity. So as I told you before also, because the time is such that everywhere it is negativity. But even if you see in the normal instances, if you are not an optimistic kind of a person, then things are always worse to drag you towards the negative side. So what I mean to say, that every day you should bring a positivity within you. It's your responsibility, so that you are not dragged down by that negativity. By default, we always are dragged by the negativity like the gravity. So if you are not putting your maximum efforts to stay positive, you have to daily bring a positivity in you. We have to take breakfast daily, we have to take lunch daily, we have to take the dinner daily, right? You can't do it on one day. So similarly, we have to take a dose of motivation daily. Now that depends on us, whether this dose of motivation is within us, we have to drag it from inside, or we have to drag it from outside. Every person can have this positivity from a different source. Now you cannot be rely on one single source. Like, I can be motivated by any other thing. I feel good whenever I talk to you people. I feel really motivated and I feel good. That is a elation factor for me, that I am able to help my students. So similarly, what is your elation factor, and what is that one thing that can bring the smiles on your face? You have to see. So many students say that, ma'am, our day starts with that inspirational quote that you daily post. So that hero, that person who can bring that smile on your face, can be anybody. You have to search it for yourself, that what is that star for you. Are you happy by talking to somebody? You can read the motivational quotes, motivational stories. There are so many of these which are posted by the different faculties. I am posting it daily. Or you can listen to the motivational stories on YouTube, like anything that brings that side of positivity with you. So one thing is that don't take it for granted that it will come by itself. No, you have to work for it. Do something daily which makes you happy and you remain positive. So you have to do it something. Now, second thing, only positivity won't work if you are not working along with it, right? Suppose you read a motivational quote. Yes, ma'am has posted this is quite motivational and I will do it. Now that is a gear up. You have geared up, but then it requires the fuel of your hard work. You have to do hard work. I had given you a whole of the schedule. Go according to it. Don't take breaks for doing the things. Do the things in your breaks. So do anything. When you take the first break, you can do one of the thing, then whatever is required, that you can do in the second break, like that. Because you started the day good, but if you feel that now the studies are not going that well, I have wasted, so again your positivity factor will start coming down and down. So you have to maintain the bar daily. You have to work extra, you have to work hard in order to maintain your schedule, in order to be on time, in order to be on your schedules. Because many a times I get this message that we were going very good, we were very good, but now we have lost our focus, we cannot do. And one major problem there is the relationships. Because we are in this age that obviously relationships means a lot. And obviously when any of our friends, maybe a girlfriend or a boyfriend or any of the friend, the roommate ditches us, is not so talking to us so well, and not replying to the messages, not talking to you. I know this is not very relevant, but actually it plays a quite role in your life, and that should not be there. That is why I'm talking to you. And then there is a negativity around, that we don't have anybody to talk, we don't have anybody to discuss the things. But try to understand, this is not the end of the life, right? If he or she was really your friend, then obviously he or she would not have done this to you. And if they are really concerned with about you, they will come back to you. And if they are not going to come back, that means you are actually freed of a bad friend. So either way you should feel happy, because this time will tell you who is your real friend. And second important thing, a friend may come back, but these precious years of your life, these 9 months of your life will never come back. And this is that time which will give you that name by which you are going to live with the rest of your life. So you should not give that importance. You have to fix your priorities. Obviously we feel hurt, and at times our brain says something but our heart says something, and we are always in a pendulum, that whether we should hear of heart or the brain. So always think that our real friends are our parents, our siblings, because they will never leave us when they are weak, when we actually require them. So whenever you are weak, before thinking that we are alone, always look at your parents. They will never leave you alone. So everybody has at least two friends, and they are your parents, they are your teachers, they are your siblings. They are always with you. And never keep on painting about one particular relationship that is bringing pain in your life, and that is not allowing you to reach to your dreams. Your dreams are not that cheap that you can with compromise them for just a tiny relationship that you were thinking that your life depends on. It is not your life. And when you will look back after 10 years, maybe this friend is not even known to you, but that career is known to you for the rest of your life. So always see that. I know it is difficult. It is easy to say, but it is difficult to do. But obviously, the things that you have to achieve in your life, they are worth it. So it is going to be difficult, but it is worth it. So when you are preparing for your exam, always keep that goal in your mind. Whenever you feel disheartened, you feel not inspired, you are feeling low, you are feeling that you are forgetting everything, not able to recall, always think, why did you started, for whom did you started, what was your goal, and will you be able to stand in front of the mirror if you are not able to achieve that goal. Maybe when you have not achieved that rank and you are having that friend, will you be happy? Or you have achieved that rank and you are not with friend, and after that you are going with to him or her, maybe she'll come back, maybe he'll come back, but if you have not achieved the rank, then what is the use? Somebody has rightly said that if somebody gives you a challenge that you cannot do it anything, then do it by 1,000 times in order to prove him or her wrong. Okay, so there is a proper way of taking the revenges. If you want to take the revenge, don't start feeling low. Be geared up to show that actually you don't deserve it, and you have to make him or her fail for you rather than you failing for him or her. So it depends upon you, that what in what stature you are keeping yourself. If you want yourself to reach in that state that your friend should feel sorry for leaving you, so start working now. Right, what Abdul Kalam Azad said, that dreams are not that we see while sleeping. Dreams are something that don't let us fall asleep. So you take it as a challenge that he or she will regret what he has done, and I have to read because I am not wrong, and my dreams are not so low that they can suffer for them. Friendships can wait, relationships can wait, but this time will never go. Think of your parents who have worked so much hard to bring up you at this stage. Think about their hard work, think about your hard work, and think about your juniors and your brothers and sisters. You will be setting an example, and it depends upon you what kind of example you are setting it. So don't degrade your dreams. You have to work for them. Now, when you have decided that yes, I have to work daily, when you get up, listen to a quote, read a quote, listen to some motivational song. Like when you see the first person, that smile should come to you. Don't start the day with a dull mind. Always start the day with a geared up, and don't regret about the past. Like suppose if you were not able to do any particular thing yesterday, that particular subject I was not able to do, that was left, not a problem. Again you have the time. That past has gone. Now there is no use thinking over that. Rather, try to start your day early. Maybe you are able to cover what you had left. Okay, it has already passed, this one is already passed. And don't worry too much about the future. What happens most of the times, we are so much worrying about the future, about those things we actually don't know whether they will happen or not. And you have to think that we will cross the bridge when it comes. Maybe it never comes. Maybe you never come to that difficulty which you are afraid of. So we always think of this and start wasting our time. Maybe I'll be able to complete the course or not. Maybe I'll be able to do this or not. Maybe I'll be able to do that or not. In that, you are wasting that time also in which you could have done something. It's important to do planning, that is not a problem, but there is a proper time for the planning. If you want to prepare a planning chart, then it's always good that before going to the bed for the next day, you start doing the planning and you write what are the things that you have to do tomorrow. So to do list should be ready when you get up in the morning, and you should not be there struggling in your mind that what subject should I study, whether I should revise that subject or should I start the new subject. That should not be there. If you have already started a subject, then go on with it. Okay, don't keep on looking one topic from your previous one from this, one from that. So that is a very bad idea. One more thing, when you are going through from one subject to other and you have passed some of the subjects, then in those subjects you can feel that I am forgetting the previous ones, because we people are posting the questions daily. There are so many quiz, so many questions, so many things are going on, and suppose you saw any question and you felt, oh, I have forgotten. So that does not mean that you will leave the particular subject that you were doing and suddenly you jump over that. No, this happens with everybody, and obviously one time learning will not make you recall everything. So go on with this. If you get an extra time, you can revise those particular questions that you are doing at the group or the Facebook page, but don't go to that subject. Okay, don't disturb your schedule. Keep on following their schedules so that you have ample time in your revisions in coming back to those subject and those topics. Okay, and that is why I have made a point that what I am doing, when I'm posting a particular question, then I'm also posting some of the flashcards in the evening related to it, so that you can revise it there and then. Okay, and you can also save it to your phones, make a separate folder, so when you revise ophthalmology again, then you can open up and add the points if you want them to add. Okay, then second important thing is that how to go on with your self study and with your classes. See, while you are doing the classes, obviously you get less time for self study at that time. So making notes is also important. That is actually a stepwise pattern. Making notes is also important exercise, and self study is also a important exercise, but you have to prioritize it and you have to take out the time amongst that. So this is your first stage in which you are going to prepare the notes, and that is very important because obviously you cannot revise the whole app at the last moment. You cannot revise from the book, so you require notes. And it is ultimately the notes and notes whose revision will help you. So this is the first stage. When you are preparing the notes, you are getting the less time. It is totally fine, no problem. But one thing is important, that you should revise the notes on the same day. That I keep on telling you when we do the regular classes also, that while you are doing the classes, then revise your notes on the same day. Now this will help you in two ways. First of all, because you have already read them in the class once and you had written it again, if you revise them, then there are better chances of recall when you are doing the revision. Second thing, you also get to know if there is anything that you didn't understand, and you can also clarify it. So it's always a good practice. Plus, when you attend the class next day, you are a kind of ready for the next, because every topic is interrelated. So if you have already revised the previous day class, there are better chances for you people to go with the concept in the next class. And then I would say that there is no shortcut to the success. So obviously you have to go a long way. There is a struggle, there is hard work, but it is also true that if you do hard work during this period, then you can enjoy your rest of the life. And if you are enjoying in this time, then what will happen, you yourself know. So choice is yours, which path you have to choose. We all are doctors, mature enough, and be very, very positive, because time is one thing which never remains static. This is the bad thing about the time, and this is the good thing about time. So either it is good or it is bad, it will pass. So you have to see that the time does not pass, it should be passing along with your elevation. As the time is passing on, more and more subjects and more topics are getting cleared with you, and you should also elevate with time, and the level of your confidence and motivation will go on increasing. Keep on revising the things, keep on learning the things, be very positive, remain motivated, and do the best. Give your best version in your exam. Thank you and happy ophthalmology.